is fine. Okay, everything is fine. So let us start our class. Okay. So till yesterday, what we have learned about this. Uh, what is JavaScript and what is the purpose of JavaScript in web applications, and also different data types. Okay, different data types in JavaScript. After that, we have learned about these variables. After we have learned how to declare and assign variables. Okay, and all that stuff. Okay, till yesterday we have learned all these things. So from today onwards, we will continue with JavaScript operators. So what are these operators? Operators are symbols used to perform operation on values like mm, in mathematics, we use some kind of symbols, right? Plus, minus, slash, or root, all those things. There are different kinds of symbols in the mathematics subjects, right? So in the to do mathematic subject, we need all that symbols, right? In the similar way, there are some symbols to perform all those operations. So those are called as operators, okay, in programming language. So okay, they are essential for manipulating data. Okay, to manipulate data, they are used in the programming language, not only in JavaScript. Okay. Next, let us see different kinds of operators. Okay. Here you guys can see there are different types of operators like arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, logical operators, and conditional operators. So no need of remembering all these things, but you guys need to know. So I mean, they exist. At least you guys should know. Okay, these are the things. Like these symbols are called like operators, and each symbol is going to categorize in each type, right? So you should know some basic stuff. Okay. Next, let us see what are these. Okay, arithmetic operators. Let us see first learn about arithmetic operators. In arithmetic operators, simply they are used to perform mathematical calculations. Okay, so like in maths, how we use plus, minus, and all. So in the similar way, if you use those kind of symbols, they are called as arithmetic operators. Okay, used to perform calculations. Okay, mathematical calculation like plus, minus, star. Like here, you guys can see now plus, minus, star, multiplication, slash. So this is a reminder thing, and this is exponential. I mean power. You guys know now power. Like that, a square, b square. It is having some value at the top, right? So that's called exponentiation. So this is incrementing values, incrementing of values, decrementing of values. Okay, I will explain these things. Okay, what is the incrementing of values and decrementing of values? So let us what I will do is uh, first let us open our VS Code. So I will be explaining what are these things, right? Yes. Uh, okay, so what I will do, I will remove all the things here. So let us understand what are these increment and decrement things, right? So let us write a variable where a is equal to, I mean, let us Let's give some variable like let number. Okay. Let sorry, where number is equal to where number is equal to like 10. Okay. So what does this increment does means let's see what this increment does. Okay. Log. I mean I am this is a printing statement you guys know. So increment next we have to write like this. So after this let us write like this. Okay. Number plus plus. Okay. In the similar way what I will do, like this, I will write increment, decrement. So to understand this, what is the purpose of this increment and decrement? So I am going to say, oh, class లో ఉన్నాను. Sorry. Guys, wait a second. There is some problem with my terminal. I will solve this one. I am unable to see anything here. Okay. Done. So let us run this back and see. So as you guys can see here, like for increment, there is nothing happened, right? Increment and decrement. What is happening here? No. Okay. Increment should be the values here are somewhat different. Yes, yes. Okay. Sorry for that. Save. And let us see what is the increment. Okay, first we will see what is the increment. Actually, it should be increased by 1. So here nothing is happening. That is a problem. Uh, okay. So actually, sure, the output should be like a level, but why it is happening like this, I'm not able to understand. Actually, there is no reason why it is not working. Okay, so I will do like this. Const increment 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 is equal to number uh, plus plus. Okay, I will try to print this one. Log increment. I will be saving. And then this one. So again, it's not working. Okay, wait a second, guys. Let us go to browser and we will see. Actually, it's not working. Why I am able to understand. Okay. So I will see check that one, and I will be explaining this increment and decrement later on. So what is the problem? Okay. So we'll continue with other operators. Okay. So these are the things. Okay. These two things are left open. So I will be explaining these two things in further classes. Okay, next, after this, we will coming to this assignment operators. So these assignment operators are used to assign the values to the variables. Okay, for example, if you want to create a variable, we are using like this assignment where a is equal to some value, where b is equal to some value. Like that, we are using now. So in this assignment operators, there are different kinds. Okay, like this is equal to, plus is equal to, plus is equal to, or minus is equal to, star is equal to, slash is equal to. Like as you guys can see here, number division assignment, number multiplication assignment, number subtraction assignment. These are all things we use in our JavaScript. Okay, I mean, we won't be using every time, so in very rare cases. Okay, and these are and operators. These are OR operators. These are null operators. And also this is bitwise operators. Okay, these are very advanced level topics, but you guys should have basic understand. Like okay, these are the assignment operators. Like assignment is equal to, plus is equal to, plus is equal to, or minus is equal to, like all these things, right? So you need to have basic understanding. Mm, okay. To put it simply, assignment operators are used to assign values to the variables. Okay, simply. Next, coming to this comparison operators, right? Comparison operators like they are used for comparing. Okay, to compare the values, we will be using these comparison operators. Let us see about these comparison operators. So these are very important. So I will be removing this. So here I have written let a is equal to 10, and I am going to write another thing. Mhm. Or else I will be writing number is equal to 10, and number 2 is equal to 20. So what I am going to do is here I am going to compare these two. So I can see the output. Okay, like this. Okay, here I am comparing like this. Okay, number. Uh, Before that, what I will be doing is so let compare is equal to let us first check number one is greater than number two or not. So here you guys can see like comparison operators, right? So in this comparison operators, we have these kind of things, right? Equality, inequality. Like for equality, we are using double equal to. So this, what is the purpose of this double equal to? So it is going to check, it is going to compare two values, whether the two values are having same value or not. So the output would be Boolean. Okay, it's going to if the both the values are equal, it's going to give output as true, or else if they are not equal, they are going to give output as uh, false. And next, coming to this not equal to, I mean, it is checking like this thing is not equal to or not. Next, it triple equal to is strictly checking. So we will be seeing all these things practically. Okay, so this is less than, and this is less than or equal to, and greater than or equal to. These are all comparison operators. So let us check all these things. So first of all, we will go to we'll start with like a number one is greater than number two. Okay, greater than we will check for greater than. So in place of number, we will be writing compare. In place of that, I am writing this compare. So here what I am doing is I am checking this. Okay, number one is greater than or not. Here I am checking. So to the output will be stored here. Okay, compare it will be storing. So I am going to print that output here. Okay, let us save this file and run. So what we got, the output is false. So number one is greater than. Sorry, number one is not greater than number two. Okay, so 10 is greater than 20, yeah, not no. So the answer we got is false. So let us check with small. Okay, let us with it small. Here, uh, here. So it is saying true. Like so number one. I mean 10 is less than 20. Okay, so what is it's giving the output is like true, right? So that is the purpose of this greater than and lesser than. So next after this, we have also seen like this now, less than or equal to. Okay, less than or equal to. What is the purpose of this? Like so, let us see what is the output first of all. Let us see the output. Okay, number one is less than or equal to number two. Okay, so it is giving us true on what basis? So actually, 10 is less than is 20, right? So it is satisfying one of the condition, okay, less than or equal to. Okay, in both of any of that condition, it is satisfying. That's why we got output. So for example, if I make number one as 20, so in that scenario also, I am going to get like true only. Lydia. Okay. So as you guys can see, again I got true. Okay, why? Because number one, now it's checking like this. Number one is equal to number two or not. So both of any one of them can be executed. If I put like this, so it's going to give us output like this. So I have increased a number one to 21, right? So I have changed the value of number. Okay, so here I'm getting false. Why? Because the number here is greater than 20, right? So that's why we are getting false. Okay, no, both of those conditions are not satisfied. That's why we are getting error. So in case of this, if I use like this, greater than or equal to, now let us see the output. So this is the output we are getting, right? True. So why? So 21 is greater than 20, right? Okay, that's why we are getting it true. So if we give 20, if we give 20, if we give 20 also, we are going to get true. But what if we give like this? Like here, I am going to change number to 19, right? I'm going to save. So we are getting false. Why? 19 is neither greater than 20 or is equal to 20, right? So that is the reason we are getting false. So you need to understand these things. Why? Because most of the conditions we are going to write on these things only. I mean, in any programming language, you need to understand. So another thing is here we are going to check this thing also. So like a double equal to. Okay, number one is equal to number two or not. Let us check the output. Okay, so it is giving false. So number one is not is equal to number two, right? So after that, let us uh, give here 20. So and save. So let us see the output here. Output would be, so here we are getting true. Why? Because number one is equal to number two. That is the reason we are getting true. And if we use like this, like we have also screen like this. Number one is not is equal to 2. Actually, in reality, 20 is equal to 20, right? So here I am putting not is equal to 20 is not is equal to 20. So the output should be false, right? The output should be false. So the output is false. In reality, 20 is equal to 20, right? Here, what we are doing is number one is not is equal to number two. So we are saying that here number one is not is equal to number two. That's why we are getting false. So that is the purpose of this not equal to. And also there is this thing, okay, triple equal to. So there is these two things, right? 2020. So first of all, I will clear everything and save. So both of them are numbers, right? So let us check. So we are getting true, right? So if I change this to string, this is a string now. Okay, let us assume this is a number, this is string. Okay, the strings are inside is double quotes or single quotes in JavaScript. Let us see the output of this. Okay, here I am getting false. Why? Because 20 number is not equal to 20 string, right? Okay, data types. Okay, 20 is number data type, and whatever the thing is double quotes, it is a string, right? But the data types are not matching here. That's why the output is false. Okay, in case if we use like this, double is equal to, so guys can see the output. So the output is true. Means it is not checking the data types, right? So that is why it is giving. True. Means in reality, what this 20 and this 20 are both are different, right? This is number and this is a string. So they should not be equal. But what we are getting output, we are getting output true. So you guys should use always use this triple equal. Okay? Don't use double equal to. So to avoid any kind of bugs. Okay? After the program is done, I mean, in some projects. Okay, you should always use triple equal to in JavaScript. Okay, these are the things all about this comparison operators. Next, after this logical operators, right? Uh, this should be explained with the help of programming. Sorry, with the conditional statements and all those things. So I will be explaining these things at that time. Oh, I will give you basic knowledge like. So these things are used to combine multiple conditions. Okay, mm, uh, uh, this not is logical not and is logical and this is this symbol represent or okay this is something null related it is. So I haven't used it till now. This double question mark. So I have used these things. Okay, let us understand what this logical not logical and logical or. So we will do one experiment. I also haven't done till now. So let us do one experiment. So what I will be doing is let us going to check. Uh, so I am going to write this thing like this. Okay, and then I'm going to write like this. Number one is equal to number two. Okay, number two. So here what I am going to see, the output we are going to see is for this one it should be like false, and this one and for this one it should be true, right? Okay, so we are checking both of them. So let us see the output what we will get. I mean, there are chances we may get error. Yeah, we are using and right. Uh, so what this and does is if this condition is true and this condition is true, then only it will return true, or else the rest of the uh, conditions will be false. Let us see and understand. So what we got here, we got like this, right? False. So if this part of the code is executed, like 20 is equal to this thing, right? So this is the output of this is false. But here we get true, right? Here we get true, right? So this is one true. Like here we are getting output as here we are getting output as true. Sorry, it is false, right? False. And here we are going to get output as true. So the final output is like that. So the final output will be like this, right? Why? Because if we are using this and operator, to put it simply, this is and operator. Okay. So and logical operator. Okay, to speak precisely. Okay. Next. Uh, so here we are checking two conditions, right? This is condition one and this is condition two. So in and what is going to happen is if the both conditions are true, if the both conditions are true, then only the output will be true. Else rest of the cases it is zero. Okay, if in case if I put here like this, if I put here also triple equal to, the output is going to change to true, right? Okay. Sorry, both of them are false, right? Okay. Both of them false. So both of them false, the output is obviously it will be a false, right? So what is going to happen? So here number one is equal to number two, right? So what is the output here? The output is going to be true, right? So uh, it is also true. So find first condition is also giving output as true. Second condition is also giving output as true. Then the output of this whole operation will be true, right? If we use and operator. And in case if we use or operator like this, if we use or operator, so I will be giving like this. So here I am going to use triples equal to. So this out the output of this is false, right? So this thing number one is not equal to number two, right? So but here number one is equal to number two. The output is true. So what will be the output if we use this OR operator? The output is going to be true. Okay, na? So the output will be true. But in case AND operator, it's not true. If there is one false in the output, okay, in the conditions we are executing, if there is one false, the output is going to be false. If the both of them is true, oh, then only we are going to get output true in AND operator. But coming to this OR operator, there is no such condition. Okay. Okay. If any of the conditions give output as true, is going to give output as true. Let us see here. Just save. So here we are getting the output as true because why? Because here the condition, one of this condition is true, right? So for that it is giving. Okay. Mm. Next after this, if the both conditions are false, if the both conditions are false, let us see. Here also I am putting if I use both of them are going to give false output and the output should be like this. Okay, false. So let us check. So here we got output this false. Okay. So you have to understand these AND operator and OR operator. It's very important to write a certain logics and all things. These two are very important. Okay. I hope everyone got what I am trying to say. It is very basic, simple. I don't have that uh, chart. I will be sharing with you guys in WhatsApp if I found any of those things. Okay. There is a chart for this AND operator and OR operator. I will be sharing with you guys. So if you see that table, you will be understanding easily. Okay. After this, is there any left? Okay, logical operators. Okay, ternary operators. This is one of the important. Okay, in React, most of the application, I mean, most of the components, there will be components and all those things. So we use ternary operator. 100% of the code. Okay, in 100% of code in every each and every file, we are going to use this ternary operator. Okay, it is very important. So you need to understand this thing, very important. So it is ternary operator is like this. Okay, it's going to give output either uh, like a true or false. So most of the times it will be a true or false. Okay, it's going to be one question mark and colon. Okay. With the help of this, we are going to create a one ternary operator. We are going to check the output of this is either true or false. So let us implement this thing in really. Okay. Ternary operators are very important. So what I will be doing, I will be removing all these things. So So here I am going to remove this. So here what I will be doing is, so number 2 I will be giving 10. So here I am going to implement our ternary operator like this. Okay. So this number 1 and number 2 we are getting confused, right? Yeah. Let us write. Okay. So here what I will be doing is I am going to give this condition. Check whether A is greater than B or not. Okay. Check whether A is greater than B or not. Okay. After that, I am going to write this question mark. Okay. I am going to write that question mark. Okay. After that, if A is greater than B, so if A is greater than B, execute this code. Okay. If A is greater than uh, uh, like what we are going to get. Okay. Okay. So if A is greater than B, print this statement. Okay, okay, or else uh, the second statement also would be same. But what you guys need to understand this thing. Okay, it's very important. So here, if A is greater than B, okay, if A is greater than B, if it becomes true, this part of the code is going to execute. I mean, the output will be true, right? Okay, if the A is if this condition is false, this part of the code is going to get executed. That's for I will be showing here. Okay. Mm. So what I will do is here I will be adding space and I am going to perform some operations here. Okay, 20 plus 30 to understand. Okay, this part of code is executed or this part of the code is executed. Okay, to understand for that purpose, here I am writing this to next here. Okay, so here what I am trying to do is here I am checking if A is greater than B, print this output. Okay, if A is greater than, execute this part of the code. If it is false, you have to execute this part of the code, right? Let us convert this thing to minus. Okay, so if the code is true, I mean A is greater than B, then we will see the output here. Okay, with the help of this compare, and also we are going to see whether 20 plus 30. Okay, or else I will be doing with interest of comparison in the evening. This addition, addition, okay, subtraction. Subtraction. So if A is greater than B, this condition should get executed. The output should be 50, addition 50, or else if it becomes false, it should execute this part of the code. Like the output should be a subtraction. Okay, let us see. So what we got addition is equal to 50. Why? A is equal to 20, B is equal to 20. So A is greater than B, right? 20 is greater than 10, right? So the condition becomes true. That's why this part of the code got executed. Okay, let us change these things. Okay, here I am going to write 10 and here I am going to write 20. Now let us check the same statement. Okay, what output we are going to get. Okay, here we got addition is equal to 50, right? So let us check for the new thing. Yeah, so we got like this subtraction. Okay, so the spelling is wrong. No need to worry about. Okay, so here we got like this minus 10, right? Okay, why? So A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, right? So 10 is not greater than 20, right? So what is going to happen here? The output is false. Here the output we are getting is false. Right. That's why this part of the code is getting executed. Okay, here what is going to check with the help of these logical operators. I mean, logical operators and compare. There will be comparison operators. Okay, here we are using actual comparison operators. So with the help of these comparison operators, we are detecting or getting output uh, like a true or false. Okay, with the help of these comparison operators. Okay, then we are checking. Okay, based on that, we are giving instructions to code. Like if true, execute this part of the code, or else if false, it execute this part of the code. So here, if I pass true, we'll see the output. Okay, here I have written in place of condition. Here actually I am writing true. Okay, Boolean value here I am writing, right. So the output should be addition. Okay, here we got addition 50, right. So if I write false here, if I write false, okay, if I write false, this part of the code is going to get executed, right. So let us see. Okay, we are getting some kind of error. I don't know. Yeah. Actually, it should show output as a uh, sorry. The spelling is wrong. False. Okay, let us save. Okay, now we should get right subtraction, right? Subtraction. Okay. Is for this subtraction, we got right. Yeah, if we use false, we are getting this part of the code. If we use true, uh, the addition part of the code is getting executed, right? I hope you guys are understanding what I am trying to say. Okay, now I am getting like this addition. Okay, so here with the help of this comparison operators, the output it is decided like true or false. Based on that, if this code decides like it should be a a, this part of the code should be executed or this part of the code should be executed. Okay, next, what other things are left? Okay, so there are also other operators like these things, but they are somewhat advanced level. Yeah, I mean, why I am saying this because so that you guys think I have learned all. You may think like that. Okay, I got all the operators. I know everything. So to avoid that confusion, okay, I am saying there are also more to do, more to uh, those operators and all. Not only there are more operators than what I have taught you guys. Okay, so these will be some advanced level topics. I won't be explaining to you guys right now. So in the we will be using all these things in React. I am going to explain at the time. Okay, everything is done.